Calling for U.S. Senate, U.S. Congress, and the State Department to impose sanctions on the Ethiopian government. The Ethiopian Prosperity Party, affiliated with the mercenary group OLF Shini, also known as Gachina Sirna, and the Oromo Liberation Army, OLA, are all guilty of deliberately killing civilians, torturing men, women, and children, and looting private properties belonging to Amhara families in Oromia region and North Shua, Amhara region.
Over a 4-year period, tens of thousands of Amharas from Oromia have been displaced, homes and villages were burned to the ground, and Amhara men, women, and children, including newborn babies, were indiscriminately slaughtered because of their ethnicity. At least 20,000 Amharas have been executed and buried in mass graves. This comes after 27 years of Amharas being vilified and killed by the TPLF government, while the TPLF were in control of the central power of Ethiopia.
In the TPLF manifesto, they call the Amhara people their eternal enemy, and have done everything they can to disenfranchise, displace, and kill Amhara people for over 30 years. Sufficient evidence exists to show that the Ethiopian government forces, along with rebel groups and mercenaries, maintained a clear intent to destroy the Amhara people, the legal hallmarks of the crime of genocide.
Despite ample evidence of eradication and extrajudicial executions, the lack of a strong international stance to prevent further genocides undermines human rights. This is particularly painful for a vulnerable population of Amhara minorities currently living in the Oromia region. There is an ongoing genocidal campaign in Dera, Arsi, and Wuliga Oromia region in which Amharas are being ethnically cleansed from Oromia region. The regional government is using regular and non-regular armed forces to attack Amhara civilians. They are also working together with the OLF armed group hiding in the forest, also responsible for the extermination of Amharas in Oromia region. In addition, the Oromo-led government has declared and given order to local youth extremists, called Karo, to kill Amharas in Wuliga Oromia region. Oromia Regional Special Forces, militias, OLF Army, OLF Shini Gachina Sirna, and the regional extremists have launched genocidal attack on Amhara people in Wuliga with the support of the leading Oromo government structure.
We strongly believe that the Prosperity Party, which is under the direct control of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, his mercenary group OLF Shini Gachina Sirna, the terrorist group Oromo Liberation Army, OLA, the Oromia Regional Special Forces and state militia run by Shamilis Abdisa, are guilty of violating a number of human rights protections contained in international human rights law, genocide being among them. Sadly, it has become daily news to hear about more killings of innocent Amhara civilians in Ethiopia, especially in Wuliga, Oromia region. We are concluding that the Ethiopian state government, along with Abiy Ahmed, and regional government leaders, are directly responsible for the ongoing Amhara genocide.
We are calling for 1. The U.S. to impose sanctions on the Ethiopian government for committing crimes against humanity, including genocide. 2. The International Criminal Court, ICC, to conduct a formal investigation and prosecute perpetrators of the Amhara genocide. 3. The USAID and other international humanitarian organizations to provide aid to Amhara civilians that got displaced from the Oromia region, who are in dire need of humanitarian assistance. 4. The international community to officially label these crimes against Amhara people as a genocide. 5. An immediate independent investigation into the state-sponsored Amhara genocide happening in Oromia region, specifically in Wuliga, without the involvement of the Ethiopian Human Rights Commission, EHRC, or any other state-funded organizations.
One Amhara movement.